Alright, hello everyone and welcome to Software Incorporated. We are trying out this game. It's a game by Coredumping. This game is still in Alpha 5, so it's in early development. Some bugs are bound to be expected. And there's going to be a lot more features in future releases. Difficult sentences. But still, I've dabbled with it for a short period, and it's a fun game to play already, even though it's in early development. So, what is it about? It's as the title suggests, it's actually a game in which you manage a software company. And as you can see, this is my brilliant company that I developed. I mean, this must be one of the greatest buildings ever to have graced the face of the earth, I must say. But for this game, we will start with a new office. And this is me, I guess. So let's call this guy Denizen Dan. And let's call this Denizen Gaming Company. Let's make it Incorporated. Shorter. Great. Okay. Starting money, I'll leave all this on normal default settings. You can set this. So basically, this is the guy you start your company with. This is the founder of the company. He doesn't have any salary of some sort of sorts. So you have to make him or her, by the way, like a really good programmer. In this game, what I was saying before, in this game, you are actually managing a software development company. It's sort of like Game Dev Tycoon, but there's more. I think there's more focus on the management aspect of it all. So you have to build an office and set up a server room and all that sort of stuff. So the focus is a bit different. And the graphical style is a bit different as well, as you can see. There's a bit of glitching going on here, but that's to be expected. So what would we like for our first guy? He would have to be a good programmer, I think, and designer, because I think those two things are often in all software projects that you set out on. And actually, the software is not just restricted to gaming things. You can also develop operating systems or audio plugins, all that sort of stuff. So that's where your artist perhaps come in more in gaming aspects. You've also got marketing departments to market your games. And by the way, there's no audio at this moment. I think there's some bird sounds later on, perhaps. No music, I think. We'll see. That's just generous, optimistic. I don't know. I think those have an influence on the way, on your own skills, I think. We'll have to wait and see. Let's just start the game here. Simulating market. The graphical style is quite distinctive. And there's actually the sounds coming in. So yeah, this is our plot of land. It's quite big, as you can see. And there's a bus, which is sort of like a cubicle thingy. I don't know. So, how do we start? We actually, our guy is not here yet. We start by building an actual office building for ourselves. So let's do that now. I want it to be small in the beginning because it costs a lot of money to build an office, as you can see. You can make it a bit as big as you want, but we only have 10,000 to start out with. So let's just create a small office, and we can expand upon that later on. We need a door, of course. We'd also like to have a window. And basically, I think that's good enough for now. But what I want is, let's see, ventilation. You can drag this around by holding your left mouse button. Radiator as well. Let's place it here. And now onto the computer stuff, I think. But we would need a desk first. Yes, there it is. cheap chair because we are cheapos. I would like to keep a lot of money in the bank for software projects. And I think this is the basics of what we need. We might need to get a wall lamp. There we go. So later on we will need a fridge and a coffee machine, a toilet, but for some magical reason our first guy, the founder, doesn't actually need those things. He's a superhuman, I suppose. So that's fine. Now what we have set on, we are actually skipping time if no one is around. And that happens when the office is closed at night, but you can actually all set that in a sort of scheduling thing. Down here, we will start and take on a contract at first. You can, what I'll usually do, I haven't played this game all that much, so just a couple of hours to familiarize myself with it. What I'd like to do is do some contract work in the beginning, because it takes a lot of time and money to develop your own software. Developing your own software, as you can see, you can do an operating system, visual tool, audio tool, game engine, and an actual game. You can set design stuff. You can set to which, let's see, to which operating system it will be released. There's a lot of operating systems. You can see the coverage as well. Sloth 2 has a good market coverage. So that's important. If you want to sell your goods, you will have to have an audience. I mean, you won't be making a lot of money by bringing some sort of piece of software on the market when there's only 4% coverage, of course. But we are not going to design our own piece of software just yet. We are starting out with contract work. And the way this works, let's see. So you accept some sort of job. You can see what quality is required. You can also see how long it will take. And you will see how much it will bring in for your company. Of course, there will be penalties if you're late, for example. I think this is a late penalty for each month you're late. And I also think that a month is basically 1 day in-game. Could be wrong there, but I think that's how it works. So basically, if we accept this job, for example, which will bring us a lot more money than this first one, it means that we have to complete it in 2 days, which is fine. I think that we will accept this one. Although we would need a GUI, graphical user interface, for that, and I think we need a artist for that. Yeah, I think this. I hadn't noticed this one, but this little mark here before. But this is probably how much time you will spend on artisty stuff. So, and we don't have we have set our guy to not be an artist, so it will probably take him more time to complete that work. But for now, it seems that, let's see, this game assets. Yeah, so you need 100% artist for that. It's only artisty work. 2D art, user interface, graphics, music, and written dialogue. Yeah, I think that could be true. So we won't want to do that. Let's just go with this one then, 20%. Okay, so now, I'm actually paused, by the way. I've bound these buttons to 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on, just for quick access. We want to assign this to a team. We assigned it to Core because we can set our employees to a team. Denizen Dan is currently in the Core team, which is great. And you've got other teams as well. Let's see, change team. Yeah, you can make new teams, but those you can label them yourself. You can hire new employees, of course. We will do that later on. Manage teams, there we go. So you can make additional teams. You can also see the skill level of that team. So as you can see, we've got high design and high coding, but not so high art, which is what we set Denizen Dan to have when we started off this game. Manage staff. You can bring in cleaning, maintenance, IT support on a monthly basis permanently, but also just for one time, which is usually what I do when the office gets dirty in the beginning. But I wanted to see if we can click on, yeah, you can click on Denizen then, or your first, or any employee for that matter, with your right mouse button, and change the employee role, select the entire team, switch the team, educate them. I haven't dabbled with that yet, so that would be interesting in some future, perhaps some future video. And assign furniture, all that sort of stuff. For now, this should be fine, and I think we will just speed it up. I also think that Denizen will probably be coming in at around 8 a.m. Yes, there we are. Okay, so this is us. In our beautiful little office, we have to say. And that's us getting to work. All these bits and bytes flying out of our heads. And as you can see, we are slowly progressing here. Let's speed it up a bit, as you can see. And yeah, we are designing. And that is actually the bluish hue you can see. I can show you, but those 2D in general things, they fill up with blue bars. And I think that is actually the same blue bar as we can see here. So he should be quite adept at doing this. I think. So you can see some information on Dan here, programmer, founder. Oh, right. You can also set jobs, role. Okay, so now at this moment, Denizen then will fulfill any role that is needed to complete this project. But you can set people to do only the thing that they are good at or something else. For example, if we would like to hire a marketeer, we would set them to do only marketing jobs, which seems like the logical thing to do. The one thing that I haven't figured out yet is say that we would now have an artist in our staff, and we would have set her to be an actual artist, not at any role. She would not be doing anything at this point because there's no artist stuff to do yet for this particular job. And that seems highly inefficient, but I'm not quite sure what the actual benefit is of having her being, or him, she was a her in my last game, that's why I keep calling her a girl, what the actual benefit would be to setting him or her as an artist. I guess the benefit would be that she only does the artisty stuff and the other guys won't do it. So you make sure that they are always doing the thing that they are most efficient at, perhaps. But that would also mean that sometimes they are not doing anything. So yeah, I guess it's about finding a sort of balance. In any case, there's also a blue bar here. This little vertical bar here. This is the actual goal that we need to reach for this project. It's the mediocre goal that they had set for this project. We now went home, as you saw, and it's since I have auto skip on, we have skipped to the next day. And there we go, designing some more. Actually, we only have 1 month left, so it's gonna be not quite sure if we can make it, but let's see. Okay, we're almost at this. Now we went to go to develop, and now it's in alpha stage. So more programming. There's actually a bit of a red bar there as well. That's the artisty stuff that we have to do. It's 20%. We're actually going to be late. So that's a bit of a shame. That's going to cost us a penalty, I think, on the actual price that we will receive for this job. And now after the alpha stage, we promoted to beta. And we will fix some bugs, I think. It's going to be close even for this day. Let's just promote it. There's going to be a bit of a delay first. But then there's going to be beta. He's going to go home at 3 p.m. So we want to be sure that we release it before that. It's not going to be our best project yet, but we just need some money coming in. Just micromanaging this as well as I can. Release. Okay, so we made $12,000, which is great. I think were we in time, perhaps? When it's on, let's just pause. When it's on no months left, you're actually still on time. It's after that you go to -1. I'm not quite sure what we're on yet. Anyways, let's take up another job. It seems, no, it's 50% artisty stuff. I don't want to do that. Let's just do a quick command line, I guess. This is interesting as well. Let's do this one. There is some artisty stuff in there, but it's going to be fine, I think. Now, the question is whether this will drop to 2 months. Yeah, so probably we would have been better off if we had accepted this job the next day. So, because then we would now still be on 3 months left. I don't know if it works like that, but I guess it does. So that would mean that we have actually lost an entire month for 10 minutes of programming time, which would be derpy. We've only got 1 month left, and we're not even in alpha stage yet. So this is going to be a project which will, on which we will incur a penalty, I think. Let's just develop this quickly. Okay, so after this, as I said before, after this we still have 1 month. It's now going to drop to no months left. So this is the last day that we can work on this project without incurring a penalty. Let's zoom out a bit. And we're not going to make it, so let's just give ourselves 1 full month more to perfect this this project. It's going to give us a penalty, but yeah, that's fine. We will still be making money. So as you can see, we are now at -1. And we will have to promote this. Beta. Could have probably finished the alpha, but that's fine. And release. Okay, so we still made $14,000 from this. And in the meantime, we are making sort of a bank. Let's see what else we can get here. Game assets. No, let's not do that. That's not going to work for us. This is nice. Go. No artisty stuff. Amazingly quick. Which is great. Well, we will go home, but I think we will be able to finish it in the next day or month, depending on which way you look at it. So in the meantime, let's look at some other features of the game here. We've got insurance policies, which is important for drawing in your people, new employees. The more you put in these funds, I think the higher level of skill people you will attract. So we will probably deposit some stuff in here just before we hire our first employee. Let's develop this to alpha stage. You've also got stocks. I haven't been dabbling with that either, so I won't be able to tell you how this works exactly, but I think it works in selling company stock. And I also believe that you can buy stock from other companies as well in order to take them over for yourself and be this big magnet. Loans, you can take out a loan, which you will, of course, have to pay back. That's the way a loan works. Okay, so right, these are all the software releases on the market currently. You can sort by profit. As you can see, this company has been making massive amounts of profit on this product, even though quality is mediocre, which is interesting. Companies. Yeah, you can buy stock in these companies. Denizen Gaming is currently worth what we have in the bank. So I guess our office is worth nothing, which I can understand by looking at it. Reputation is, I don't know, not bankrupt. No products yet. Fair enough. Software Times is a little news itemy thingy, which will also bring in the reviews, I believe, for your releases. Distribution channel, right, you can buy rights to release your products in certain markets or companies, but there's also some stuff active from the beginning, so you won't need to do this right on. Game Shop is actually probably very interesting. Sounds interesting. 6 top. Right, so popularity is probably going to increase your sales, which is great, but it's gonna cost you as well. Okay, so deals, I don't know. I think you can make some deals with other companies, strike deals with other companies and beat them from the inside. You need a reception to receive offers. Interesting. Right, there's servers as well, which will be a thing when you are later on in the game. I think they become available from 1990 or something. And they work, for example, you need those for when you develop an MMO. Of course, you would need a massive server farm for that. So, yeah, and you've got a lot of space. So you would probably be able to, as you can see, our office is tiny now. But you can build massive buildings. Also with multiple layers and elevators and all that sort of stuff. So you can really go all out if you want. And if you have the money, of course. So, let's see. MacPit Corp, we are currently working for. Alpha is almost done. And I also want to clean the floor here. Whoops. Which we do by cold cleaning. Okay. And let's speed it up. And release. And there was actually the cleaning man. Girl. I don't know. Woman. More work. Okay, so we gained some more money from that. We're making good amounts of money, which is fine. And what I want to do is actually try and hire a first employee. Let's pause it here. Actually, let's let it run on to the next day. Let's not make the same mistake as before. There we go. I would like to hire our first employee because that would be great. We could hire an artist, for example, and we would be able to work on some other projects. Yes, this seems good. Yes, there we are. I thought we called in sick today, but I don't think the founder actually can. Other people can, which is very annoying when that happens. You plan a project in advance to make it work on time, and then someone calls in sick. I guess that's what happens in real life as well for companies. And people go on vacation, all that sort of stuff. Yeah, that's a manager's nightmare, I suppose. So yeah, let's just speed it up again. Snowy effects as well. 2 months left designing. Develop. Now in alpha stage, I think we would be easily making this in time. We've got 2 months left. 2 full months. So I think we will be fine. The problem is if we hire a new employee now, we will probably not be making enough money to sustain that employee. Okay, so tomorrow will be the day for beta release. Yeah, should be fine. An employee costs us about, depending on the skill level, I think a couple of $1,000 each month. So you can see that if you're not making any money in the same time, you'll probably go bankrupt quite quickly. So we would want to avoid that if possible at all. Also, we would need to create a bigger office and buy a refrigerator, toilets, all that sort of stuff. But I think we do have time to actually try out. Actually, we made it with 2 hours to spare, so it wasn't all that easily done. Okay, so let's pause. We've got $62,000 in the bank. Let's expand our office. I think we would be able to do so like this. I created a new room and an explosion in the process. Kaboom! And what I would like to do is probably move our desks in here. Can we actually expand on this? There's a little tooltip over here in the side corner, but I never really understand it. Okay, so desks here, toilet here, and then a sort of canteen right over here. Yeah, that would be great. Okay, so now we would need to move this furniture. No! Did I just lose my... Let's see if we can fix this. I can fix this! I would like to rotate it around. Normally that works, but... Oh, what the hell, this would be fine. So we lost the chair, I think. That's fine as well. Let's build another desk here. Another chair. And another chair. Another PC as well. Meanwhile, I'm just floating in the air like it's nothing. Hey guys, I'm floating. Great. Levitating. Okay, let's build ventilators for all these rooms. I can't actually see what I'm doing now. You can toggle the walls, by the way, which seems like a good idea in this moment. I guess that's fine. Let's put that here. Refrigerator over there. Ah, I forgot the toilet. No, toilet was gonna be here. Great. Oh, didn't forget it. There's a window in the toilet. They're just gonna have to deal with that. More lighting. Your people actually need light as well. They will complain if they don't have enough natural light inside. Coffee machine. They will also complain if they don't have that, which is fair enough. Let's place some large windows. And a door. And another door. And another door. So, this is our new office. Welcome. How do you like it? We can't do that, but we can do that, yes. And I think this should work for now. And let's see. Let's toggle the walls again, because I don't want to see them all the time. So now we've got 2 computers, which means that we can hire another employee. Let's first put some money in our insurance account. I don't know, let's make it 20,000. Yes. So that increased, I think, the level of employee that we will attract. I would like... We could also go for a programmer and try to speed our process up. An artist would be great as well. No, let's do another programmer. Last game I went for an artist, and I think it's too specific. I just want a general good programmer, designer person. Designer, probably. Let's go for design. 2D, system or audio. Let's go for 2D. Lead programmer. What about programmer? 2D as well. Artist. So they all have their specialization. I don't want to pick a marketer yet. Let's go with a programmer. I don't know. It's just guesswork. So we start looking. Each person has a sort of score here, which I guess is how well they represent their role or something. So for example, we've got Sherry Christian here, who's only 20 years old. Low salary, lowish compared to all the others. So now if you would like to know more about this person, we do an interview for $100. And we can see all her skills. Sherry, is that a girl's name, boy's name? I don't know. Christian. I don't know. Anyways, programmer, design-based skills, some art skills as well, which is great. Compatibility is, I think, quite important, but normal is good enough for me. So let's hire Sherry. Yes, so we get a pop-up that we don't have enough money to sustain our company if we do this. But I'm just going to go with it and see if we can bring on some more money. Let's bring in this job here. 10,000 for 1 month of work, which seems great to me. We can afford to wait, I think, because we really need the money now. So let's do that. Assign. Oh, by the way, we probably need to bring in... Oh, he's already on the core team, as you can see. We've got him assigned to... I'm just going to call him a he, I don't know. He's assigned to any job. And now that we have a coffee machine, we actually get out some coffee as well, even though the founder doesn't really need it, as I said before. Let's just see how it goes. And as you can imagine, we have only just started out with this game, so there's so much possibility. I think just the sheer size, as I've said before, is some wage negotiations here, which I don't really understand because we've just offered a contract. I think probably just, or maybe those were the actual first contract discussions. What's going on? An error occurred. Yeah, I get this from times though as well. So your game might become unstable or break. Early access, right? Which sounds fair enough. I just dismiss it and all seems to work out fine. And there's our new employee. It's a girl. I'm sorry, guys. It's a girl. So now I think this process should speed up. Not quite sure that it has. And as you can see, C is actually making use of the facilities over here. And we will be late on this project because, again, we accepted it late in the afternoon. It's, I don't know, that sounds a bit strange that you can... that is so annoying. Perhaps they would like to change something about that. But we would still be able to make it in time. No, we won't. We still need to go through delay. Oh, we made it. Was probably not a very great product, excuse me, but that's fine. In any case, I think for now we've gone on quite long enough. I intended this to be a quick overview, so let's just put in a cut here. In any case, I think, I hope this little video has given you a good overview of what this game is about and what you can expect from it, what the different options are. Again, please bear in mind that this is just an alpha release. Oh, by the way, the game is available for $12 US on Steam, so it's not expensive. So if you like this sort of game, like Game Dev Tycoon, or perhaps if you noticed by this video that this is a game for you, then by all means go ahead and buy it. Yeah, just check out the Steam page for more information on that. It's I think it's early access as well. Can't be sure about that. Just make sure to check the page out, and yeah, perhaps we can do a series on this as well in the future. Let me know if you would like that, and yeah, we'll see. In any case, thank you guys for watching all the way through this video. I hope this was an informative video for you. Be sure to subscribe to the channel and check out some of my other content if you like. Leave a comment as well, leave a like, you know, all that sort of stuff. Follow me on Twitter. There's all sorts of possibilities in which you can follow me. In any case, thank you for watching again, and I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.